Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Marco.
And I'm Erica. We're so glad you're here.
Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
And join us to learn English from beginner to advanced. Let's get started.
Welcome to another deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're tackling a situation that, well, many of us find ourselves in. And if we're honest, it can be a little daunting. Speaking English when you have to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Imagine you're feeling unwell, maybe you're even in a new country, and you suddenly need to explain how you feel clearly and quickly.
That moment can be pretty stressful. Absolutely.
Especially, yeah, if English isn't your first language, it really adds a layer.
It absolutely can be. So our mission today really is to give you those essential tools. We're talking key vocabulary, common phrases, and truly practical tips.
Right.
So you can walk into your next doctor's visit feeling not just prepared, but genuinely more confident.
That's the goal.
And the aim isn't, knowing every single medical term. That's not realistic sometimes.
Yeah.
It's about ensuring clear, effective communication. And often, that's simpler than you might think.
And what's really important here, I think, is that we're not just pulling phrases from a textbook.
Exactly. No textbook stuff.
We're giving you the real-life expressions, the ones people actually use every day, in conversations. So you sound, well, natural.
Completely natural. That's the idea.
So let's dive into the core of it then.
Yeah.
When you're at the doctor's office, what are those absolute must-dos?
Okay.
You need to describe your symptoms accurately.
That's number one.
You need to understand the medical advice you're given.
Crucial.
And often, you'll be discussing medication.
Yes.
Getting clarity in all these areas is, well, it's foundational, isn't it?
It really is. And what's fascinating here, and maybe often overlooked, is that you don't need a huge vocabulary to get that clarity.
Oh, interesting.
In fact, sometimes just a few simple words, said clearly, they can build trust and actually help the doctor diagnose things faster.
Right, faster than trying to use some complex term you're not sure about.
Exactly. Doctors really value directness. It helps them understand your needs efficiently, and honestly, it reduces anxiety for everyone involved.
Okay.
So we've really distilled it down to 3 incredibly useful expressions.
All right, let's hear them. What's the first one?
Okay, the first is, I've been feeling under the weather.
Ah, under the weather.
Yeah.
That's such a quintessential phrase.
It really is.
What makes that feel so much more natural than just saying, I'm sick? Is it just politeness or?
That's a great question. It's partly politeness, yes, but it also kind of conveys a general sense of not feeling quite right
Okay.
without necessarily implying something, really serious. It's a softer, more casual way to say, I'm a bit sick.
Right, less alarming maybe.
Yeah, exactly. You'll hear it everywhere.
Yeah.
For instance, someone might say, oh, I didn't go to work yesterday. I was feeling under the weather. Or if you're talking to a doctor, I've been feeling under the weather for a few days. I think I should see a doctor. It's just incredibly versatile.
Got it. Very useful. And the second phrase?
This one is super practical, very direct. It hurts when I...
Ah, okay. So you just finished that sentence with the specific action or the body part? Like, it hurts when I swallow, or maybe it hurts when I move my arm.
Precisely.
That's so simple, yet so effective. I can immediately see how that helps a doctor pinpoint the issue.
That's the key. It's concise, and it gives crucial, actionable information. You're not just saying, I have pain.
Right, which is kind of vague.
Yeah, you're giving context to that pain, which is honestly invaluable for diagnosis.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And for our third essential phrase, what's going to give the doctor that vital timeline? Because that's important too, right? How long it's been going on.
Absolutely critical. It's a structure.
Yeah.
I've had something for amount of time.
Okay.
This immediately tells the doctor the duration of your symptom.
Yeah.
Super vital for understanding the nature of the illness.
Right.
So you might say, I've had a cough for 3 days. Or maybe I've had a headache since Monday.
Clear, direct. Provides immediate context.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's quickly recap those 3 powerhouse phrases for your next doctor's visit.
Let's do it.
I've been feeling under the weather, for that general not feeling great vibe. It hurts to describe specific pain with an action or location.
Yep.
And I've had something for amount of time for symptom duration. Simple, yet, like you said, incredibly effective.
They really cover a lot of ground.
Now let's try and put these phrases into action. We've got a short, natural-sounding dialogue, a patient and a doctor.
Right.
Let's listen for how the patient uses these expressions we just talked about.
All right, here's the exchange. Imagine the doctor starts, "Hi there. What brings you in today?"
And the patient might say,
"I've been feeling under the weather for a few days now. I think I might have a cold."
okay, straight in with phrase 1.
Then the doctor asks, "Okay, what kind of symptoms do you have?"
Patient responds.
"Well, I've had a sore throat since Monday,
There's the duration phrase.
and it hurts when I swallow."
And phrase 2, pinpointing the pain. Perfect.
Doctor follows up, "Got it. Any fever or cough?"
And the patient finishes.
"Yeah, I've had a mild cough, but no fever."
Using that duration structure again, I've had.
Doctor says, "All right, let me take a look."
That flowed so naturally.
Yeah.
It really didn't feel like the patient was, struggling for words at
It's
all.
wow.
The communication was just so clear.
Absolutely. And you saw how the patient successfully used all 3 key phrases.
Yeah.
Started with the general, "I've been feeling under the weather." Then, "I've had a sore throat since Monday." Gave that precise timeline.
Crucial detail.
And "it hurts when I swallow," pinpointed the specific pain location and action.
Right.
What's really powerful here, I think, is how short, clear sentences are often the most effective. You don't need to overcomplicate it.
No long, rambling explanations needed.
Exactly. Directness is king in this situation.
And this leads perfectly into a really crucial practical tip.
Yes.
If you ever forget a specific medical word, which happens, right?
All the time.
Do not panic. It is completely acceptable and genuinely effective to just point.
Pointing works.
Point to where it hurts. Or use a phrase like, I don't know the word in English, but it's like a sharp pain here.
Or it's sort of a dull ache right about here. Yeah.
Exactly. Doctors are very used to this. They see it all the time. And it helps them understand just as much, sometimes even more, than if you used a medical term you weren't quite sure about.
Absolutely. Clarity over complexity, always.
So, okay,
Yeah.
you've got those critical first phrases down.
Yeah.
You can communicate the basics.
Mm-hmm.
But what if you want to sort of level up? Move beyond just being understood to sounding, well, truly natural, like a native speaker might.
Right. How do you build that fluency?
That's where our fluency builders come in. Ways to say common things that just sound a bit more ingrained in everyday English.
Exactly. This raises that important question. How do people naturally express themselves when they're talking about health stuff in conversation?
Yeah.
Let's look at some common comparisons. These can really elevate your communication.
Okay, give us an example.
So if your basic thought is, "I am sick,"
Okay.
Yeah.
Simple enough?
a more natural way to say that would be, "I'm feeling under the weather," which we've already covered. Or another very common one is, "I'm not feeling great."
I'm not feeling great. Yeah, I hear that all the time.
Very common, very natural.
Okay, another one.
How about pain? Instead of say, "I have pain in my stomach," which, it's correct grammatically.
A little bit stiff, maybe?
A little stiff, yeah. You'll sound much more natural saying, "My stomach's been hurting."
My stomach's been hurting.
Or the classic, "I've got a stomach ache."
Right. Stomach ache, headache, those ache words are common.
Exactly. Far more colloquial, much more common in everyday speech.
Gotcha. What about symptoms starting?
Okay, good one. So rather than saying something like, "I started coughing 2 days ago,"
Which, again, is perfectly understandable.
totally understandable. But the more common and natural phrasing you'll probably hear is, "I've had a cough since Tuesday."
Using that, I've had since. Structure again.
Exactly. It's that same structure. "I've had symptoms since time day." It clearly indicates it's ongoing and when it started.
I really see the difference there. It's subtle, maybe. But it's not about using more complicated words.
Not at all.
It's just adopting the rhythms and the common expressions people actually use.
That's it precisely. It helps you sound more comfortable, more integrated. And honestly, that can make the whole interaction feel smoother for everyone.
Less like you're reciting from a script.
Right. More like you're just talking.
And with that, I think we've come towards the end of this deep dive.
Wow, that flew by.
It did. We truly hope you now feel, a bit more confident and ready for your next doctor's visit in English, armed with these essential phrases and maybe some of those fluency builders too.
We genuinely encourage you, really try to practice these phrases out loud.
Yeah. Does that really help?
Oh, absolutely. Whether it's with a friend or maybe even just by yourself in front of a mirror, sounds silly, but it works. Speaking them helps build that muscle memory, that confidence. The more you say them, the more natural they'll feel when you actually need them.
That makes sense. Get comfortable with the words before the pressure's on.
Exactly.
And please remember, you don't have to be perfect. Nobody expects perfection.
Definitely not.
The most important thing is just to be clear, and if you can, calm. Most doctors are incredibly used to assisting patients who speak various languages.
They really are. They're there to help.
So focus on conveying your needs as best you can with the tools you have,
Yeah.
and you'll be in good hands.
Yeah, and maybe a final thought to leave you with.
Okay.
Ultimately, effective communication, even if it's just with a few key phrases like the ones we discussed, it really empowers you.
How so?
It empowers you to advocate for your own health. That understanding built on clear expression, even simple expression, it can truly bridge the gap in those moments that matter most.
Right.
It transforms what could be a really stressful interaction into one of hopefully clear understanding and support, getting the help you need.
That's a great way to put it. Bridging the gap. Excellent.